In SAP Analytics Cloud, there are two types of model: analytic models and planning models. These model types allow end users to connect to data sources and cleanse and transform data to have a foundation for the story mode. These models allow primarily data exploration and self-service across the data set they enable. This can be set up using both live and import connections. Planning models provide all the features of analytic models, additionally allowing the setting up of budgets and creating plans and forecasts. These highly specialized models allow independent planning as well as tight integration with back-end planning systems like SAP BBC and SAP S/4HANA. These models further allow users to build comparative analytics combining planning data with enterprise data. While analytic functions enable end users to explore and report on data, planning models enable end users to develop budgets and forecasts. Planning functions always have a time dimension to enable planning features like spreading, distribution, and allocation. Planning models have all the capabilities of analytical models, but they also enable planning functions as described earlier. And in this demo, we're going to create a planning model. So, from the main menu, choose Create and then select Model. Choose the option Start with a blank model. And click the plus icon and add existing dimension. Choose the generic dimension. Use the search bar to find earlier created public dimension product group and then click Add. Click the plus icon and add existing dimension. Choose organization dimension. And use the search bar to find the earlier created public dimensions regions and click Add. Now, in order to enable currency conversion, the feature has to be enabled in the model preference settings. Click the icon. On the Currency tab, enable currency conversion. Set that default currency and from the drop-down menu choose Dimension with the currency property enabled. Scroll down to the currency conversion settings and from the drop-down menu choose the earlier created currency conversion table and click OK. Click the plus icon and add a new dimension. Now name account, type account, leave make this a public dimension checkbox clear to make that dimension private and click the add button. Click on the newly created account dimension to add to the related data from a spreadsheet. Now open the Excel file model.xlsx and select the account tab and copy all the spreadsheet entries without the headers. Then return to SAC and paste the paste values into the account dimension in the first cell. And then click Save to save the model. We'll give a name and a description for the model and then we'll click OK. Now click the hierarchy icon in the toolbar. Hierarchies allow data drill down and enable exploration from top down or bottom up. They can be built manually in a model or replicated from the source. All levels of the parent-child hierarchy in an account dimension can now be viewed in a hierarchy maintenance window. You can use drag and drop to move nodes within that hierarchy. This type of structure enables data exploration from top to bottom of the entire organization. Hierarchy is a standard feature for all dimensions. SAC provides two levels of hierarchy, level-based hierarchy and parent-child hierarchy. Level-based hierarchies are based on levels. The members within the hierarchy are of different types and grouped across levels based on their similarity. Let's consider a time-based hierarchy that has year, quarter, month and week. Though there might be different years, they'd all be grouped under year. A level-based hierarchy helps end users explore data by drilling through the different levels and developing trends across those levels. Parent-child hierarchies are based on structures where all members are of the same type. For example, consider an organizational hierarchy. Even though everyone's of the same type, employee, the organization maintains a hierarchy across multiple layers. Now let's switch to the Data Management tab. Click Import Data from icon and choose File from the drop-down menu. Select the source file, actual.xlsx. Check the Use First Row as Column headers, and CSV delimiter should be set to Auto-Detect. Now click Import. Click on the file name under Draft Sources header. and click OK when the data sample message appears on the screen. The Details panel on a data integration screen shows us one issue with the data. One dimension requires mapping. The time dimension from the actuals wasn't mapped to the date dimension in the model. So drag and drop the time dimension to the date dimension tile. And the Details panel should show no issue indicator. Let's first see the various import methods in detail. Now the most common one is update, which means records with completely new tuples are added without any changes. For existing tuples with updated facts, the old values will be overwritten with new ones. The next one is append. Completely new records are added without any changes. For existing records with updated facts, new values are aggregated with the old ones. Then clean and replace selected version data. Now for this option, completely new records are added without any changes. For existing records with updated facts, the old values will be overwritten with new ones. Records that are present in the old file and not present in the new file are removed. It's like a clean wipeout of existing data for the selected version and then a replacement with new data. And the final one is clean and replace the subset of data. When a selective delete and load is to be performed, clean and replace a subset of the data should be used. By default, the category is defined in scope, and you can add additional dimensions to that scope as well. In this case, we'll just use append as an import method, and then click Finish Mapping. And the data validation will take place. Ensure the Reject Duplicated Rows in Model option is selected, and then click Finish. And the uploaded data is now listed under the Import Jobs section of the Data Management window.